Hello everyone. Now I want to show you how to develop our project to the Vercel, and I think this is our project here. This is our repository, and we will deploy the front end and the back end to the Vercel. And the first thing we need to do is to sign up in Vercel. So we go to the Google to search Vercel, and we found the first one is the Vercel website. Inside here, we need to sign up, and then create your Vercel account. We choose the plan type is hobby, and then input your name. And I use Jazz in the GitHub, so I input the name Jazz. And continue, and continue with GitHub, and then authenticating. And wait a second, then you're inside here. If it's still here, and you can see we have an inside here. You can just refresh the page, and then you inside here. And this from here, if there is a pop-up to tell you to provide you to install the Vercel plugin in your GitHub, you can just install it. So for now, we have all signed up in the Vercel. We all have this Vercel account. Now we need to go back to our VS Code. I will show you how to deploy our backend, because for the front end it's really easy. It's almost the same to the Netlify, and first I will show you how to deploy the backend, and this is a documentation to show you how to using Express.js with Vercel. So because our backend is using Express, so we just follow this guide. And the thing, create a new project and install Express, and like this. We don't need to follow it, the 1 and 2. We just skip it because we already have a project. We don't need to do that. We will start from the 3. Set up your Express app, create a directory named API. Let's go back to our VS Code. This is our my to-do list project. We just go to the server side. This is our server side, and now we open a new terminal, and when you just open it, we will inside the root directory here. You can use the pwd to check. We are inside this my to-do list, but we need to use cd server to go inside our server side directory. Now I can show you we are inside this server. So we need to do everything inside here, not in the real root directory. And first, I need to show you I need to delete before I have do everything deploy thing, because I have deployed it and pushed it to our GitHub repository. And now if your repository on your local machine is up to date, so you have already done it. And now I will delete this API. The server side inside it is an API folder. I just delete it. And then another one I need to delete is this Vercel.json. I'll just delete it. Move to trash. Okay. Now we can start it. Follow the documentation. We need to create a directory named API, and we need to inside the server folder. We can click here and create a new folder named API, and then inside the API create a new file named index.ts. But we didn't use the TypeScript, so we need to create a file named index.js. So press here and create a new file named index.js. It's empty, and now we need to go back here. They told me we should use this code, but we don't need this code because we have our own code. We just turn to this, and then we back to our VS Code and we open this file, the server.js, and this is our engine of our backend server, and we just Command A to select all of the code and copy, and then go to the index.js and paste here and save. And now these two files have the same code. We just close the server, and then we need do some little bit change in the index.js. We just need to change this relative directory, relative path, because now we are inside the API, not outside here. So we need to use dot dot slash and dot dot slash. This is we need to this is the correct path for the user router and the task router, and then we turn to the end of this file and add some new line named module exports equals app semicolon and save. And now we have finished the change of this file. Then we need just close it. Okay, and let's back to the documentation and the file. We need to config your project for Vercel. So it said we create a new Vercel.json file like this. So back to here, and we just still click the server folder to create the new file named Vercel.json. And back to here, we just copy this line and paste here. We don't need to change anything, just save it here, and then we can close it. And now what we need to do is run your application locally. We just follow this documentation. Just we need to install the Vercel command line, and just copy here and back to here and paste here. Just run it. It will install the Vercel command line in global. The -G means global, means you can after install it, you can run the Vercel command whatever you want. Every directory you can run it. So we just wait here until it's finished the install, and maybe it will take a little while. Okay, finished, and then we back to here. Now we need to use the Vercel login to log into our Vercel account, and also paste here and just use login. And then you have some a list to choose. You just choose the first one. Continue with GitHub, and just enter. And then we will skip to a website and told you have successful login, and then you can close it and back to your command line like this. So you can successful login to your Vercel account. Now we can use the command line to deploy our backend program, and then let's go back to the documentation. And the next one is use the Vercel div to test our deployment, and copy here and paste here and run it. Use enter. And now we need to answer some questions. Set up and develop this. Of course, you can use Y for yes. And then which scope should contain your project? You just enter it. It's default. And the link to existing project. We don't have any projects in our Vercel account for now, so we just input n and then enter. Now we should give our backend project a name. We can give a name like to-do list dash backend, and then enter. And now in which directory is your code located? Just enter. It's default. And now want to modify this setting? Of course not, which we input n and enter. And now ready? Your deployment is ready in your localhost. Then we can just follow this link to show. Oh, now we can see this page is showed here. It's localhost 3000, and it show this information, and it means we have successful deploy these things in our localhost. Now we close it, and then we use Control C to finish this progress. Now we will follow the guide again, and now we need to really deploy it. It's very simple. We just use the command line here, deploy on Vercel. We just use only one word command line. It's Vercel. Paste here Vercel and enter. And now this is the real deploy progress, and it's no building. It's maybe it will take about 1 minute or 2 minutes like that, and it will just wait here, and after it's building, and it will tell you have finished it. Now okay, now it's finished it, and you can see there is line will tell you deployed to the production and run Vercel dash prod. So we just run this command line. You don't care about dash prod. Just enter and deploying this to your Vercel account to the production. So we just wait here. Now it's finished. Now we need to do one thing. We can go back to our Vercel account. Here there's nothing, and we need to refresh it. Just refresh the page again. Now we then we press here is your name's projects. Now we can see there is one project in our Vercel account. It's named to-do list dash backend. It's just we do it. Now we can inside it, press here. Inside it will show you this information, just like in our localhost. Now this is URL is our backend URL. You should copy here and paste it in our client side. Now we open our client side. In our client side, we can set our server side URL in our .env file. I open it, and now we just paste here and change this thing to the new URL and just paste here. Okay, like this. And this there is one thing you need to remember. I can show you this, and I just delete it and paste here. No, and back here, and you can notice here. We choose here and copy this URL, and then we paste here. You maybe notice there is one more slash in the end of this URL. We must delete it because it will cause some problem if you you left the slash here. We just delete it, and then we save here, and now we can try our backend service in our local host. Now we open another terminal, a new terminal here, and then we see the client side server and client side folder like here, and then we start our client side. Use npm run dev and enter, then it start. Let's follow this URL to open it. Then it's here. I can show you how it will work. I will use my account. Here we can try. Let's sign in. Okay, it worked, right? It worked very well. Now our client side is on our localhost, and we use the server URL is this one. We just deploy it on Vercel, so it worked. It worked very well. So this is the process. We deploy our backend, and then we can just close it. We don't care about it. Now we can try to start deploy our frontend here, and now we can just use here, add new project, and now we can import Git repository here. We choose our project my to-do list and import. The name is my to-do list. You don't need to change it. Whatever you want, you also can change it. And then you just need to change a little bit setup. Framework present we use wait, right? We use wait. We press here and choose the wait. Yeah, and then the root directory, because this is for our frontend code inside the client folder. So we use edit, and they have show you this is the wait icon. So we just choose the client, continue. I think it's really better than Netlify. Netlify is a little difficult about this thing. Then we don't care about the build and outputs. And now we need to add a little environment variables, and we click here, and we will go back to our client side .env. We just copy this this key name, paste it here. Oh, okay, no, it's just copy this name and copy and paste it here, and then copy this URL. Remember, you must delete the last the end slash, you know, and copy here and paste here, then press add. Then we have one environment variable, and then you just press the deploy, then wait, and you can see the deploy progress, the building and deploy summary, and just wait here. I think you don't need wait a long time. It's very fast. Now finished. Congratulations, you have finished here. Now we continue to dashboard. And here, this is my to-do list. And then the documentation, the deployment, and this is our domain. So this is our frontend URL. You just press it, and then we go to this URL, and then we can try our system and show you if it is work. And this is my account. You can use your own account. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and sign in. Okay, now it worked very well. So this is the process to deploy the frontend. Now we use the frontend deployed in Vercel here, and so we can go back to our projects. We have two projects. One is my to-do list frontend, and one is to-do list backend. Now we use here we use the front end here, also use the backend here. So it's okay. We have finished this deployment. If you have some questions, you can ask me. So it's okay.